Southville 5A Elementary School continues its reading program project, Class at Home adaptation on Reader's Modality, CHARM, aligned with Project Irish, intensifying reading interventions in schools and in every household, and the DepEd Tribis program, Bawat Bata Bumabasa. This activity is morale on virtual e-stories. And now, it's story time! Our story for today is
Little Red Riding Hood. Once there was a little girl who always wore a red hat. It was a present from her grandma, and she loved it. Everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her grandma fell ill. Her mom asked her to go and visit her grandma and take her some ham, bread, and wine. Before Little Red Riding Hood set off, her mom said, "Be good, keep to the path, and don't talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood ran off on her way. In the forest, she met an old wolf who asked her, "Hello, little girl. What's your name?" "My name is Little Red Riding Hood," she replied timidly. "Please don't be scared," said the old wolf. "I'm a very kind-hearted wolf, and I'm willing to help anyone in need." Then the wolf asked where Little Red Riding Hood was going. "I'm taking this basket of food to Grandma, who lives in a cottage in the forest," she replied. Then the old wolf asked what kind of food she was taking to her grandma. Little Red Riding Hood said, "Ham, bread, and wine." The old wolf said, "Why don't I help you? I can go on ahead with the basket of goodies, while you pick some lovely forest flowers for your grandma." Little Red Riding Hood agreed. So the wolf took the basket and went ahead. Little Red Riding Hood forgot about her mom's warning and started picking forest flowers. The old wolf went straight to Grandma's house. He thought, "Ha, soon I'll be able to eat a little girl and an old woman. Yum, yum! How clever I am." When he came to Grandma's door, the wolf copied Little Red Riding Hood's voice. "Grandma, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I've got some lovely things for you." Grandma was in bed, too ill to answer the door. She said, "Sorry, I can't get up to open the door for you. It's not locked. Turn the doorknob and come in." The old wolf immediately pushed the door open and leapt upon Grandma, who started screaming in fright. The old wolf ate Grandma whole. Then he put on her scarf and lay down on the bed. After picking lots of flowers, Little Red Riding Hood finally arrived at Grandma's cottage. To her surprise, Grandma looked very strange today. Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandma, what big hands you have." The wolf in disguise replied, "I've been working hard. That's why I have big hands, my dear." Then Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandma, what big teeth you have." The old wolf jumped out of bed and roared fiercely, "All the better to eat you with, my dear." The old wolf jumped on Little Red Riding Hood and swallowed her whole. Then he lay back on the bed and fell fast asleep. A hunter walking past the cottage heard someone snoring inside. He thought it was rather strange. He pushed the door open and went in. There, he saw the big bad wolf, who was lying sound asleep in the old granny's bed. The hunter thought, "This big bad wolf must have eaten that old granny who lives here." So he took out his hunting knife and cut open the wolf's tummy. To the hunter's great surprise, there wasn't just one person in the wolf's tummy. There were two, the old granny and Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma were saved. Little Red Riding Hood realized her mistake. "Now I will always follow Mom's advice," she said.